Embarrassing. That's how Michael Owen has described critics who argue Manchester United's problems are down to Ruben Amorim's refusal to change formation. He suggests there are much bigger issues than choosing to play a back three. Well, it's been well documented how much Amorim has stuck with his favoured 3-4-2-1 system at Old Trafford, but the results just haven't backed it up. He's won 19 of his 50 games in charge in all competitions. And this is what Michael Owen's had to say. It's embarrassing if you're going to say the main reason for the downturn is because they play a back three. I mean, it really isn't. They could go to a back four and play as bad as they did under Ten Hag. Then the screams would be equally as loud.
Pundits having a go at pundits for all having an opinion. We could go around in circles here, couldn't we? Look, I sort of agree with Michael Owen in that, you know, all the problems at Manchester United, and of course there do seem to be a lot of them, they're not all down to the fact that they play with a back three. I mean, you know, not helping themselves, and Amorim hasn't helped himself at all. But yeah, look, I think every Manchester United fan, while they are getting really frustrated and angry with the situation and the performances and the results, and their manager's stubbornness over these tactics, I don't think that's the only reason why Manchester United are in an absolute state at the moment.
Despite Amorim's struggles since joining United, Owen did say he had sympathy for the United boss and the constant scrutiny, admitting it will have an effect on the squad. In a separate interview, Owen added, "They're driving cars to training, putting the radio on, they sit at home in the lounge with the TV on, they read social media, they can do all these things. If you're interested in football, you can't get away from what people are thinking and saying about it. Whether footballers should be swayed by those comments or impacted by them, that's a different argument. But I've got no doubt that people will watch and will listen to people they probably respected and thought were great players growing up."
I am of the school of thought that if you tell players that something's in their heads, then it will be in their heads. It's like if you tell players that they're playing too many games, they might get tired. They'll get tired. So I don't know what benefit there was in Ruben saying that a couple of weeks ago, that he thought the opinions of pundits were getting the players' heads. Look, we all seem to talk about Manchester United. It probably tells us a lot about Manchester United and how they are stuck.
Revealed. Nicolo Schira reveals one Man United veteran to stay, one to leave in 2026. Nicolo Schira reports that one Manchester United veteran is set to renew his contract, but another will depart on a free transfer. It had been believed up until this past week that both players would leave on a free transfer next July. Maguire is set to turn 32 in the new year, whereas Casemiro will be 34, and it was expected that their time was up at the very top. Maguire to stay, Casemiro to leave. But Schira reports that United are in talks with Maguire to extend his contract, and there is optimism of sealing a new deal until 2028. However, United do not intend to renew Casemiro's contract, and the Brazilian seems almost certain now to leave on a free transfer at the end of the season. Centre-back Maguire joined Man United from Leicester for a world record fee for a defender of around €87 million in 2019. After a decent first two seasons at the club, Maguire has endured 4 difficult past years for Man United. But he is well liked by manager Ruben Amorim, who believes he is suited to his 3-man defense. Casemiro was arguably Man United's signature move of the summer of 2022, as they splashed out over €70 million for the legendary midfielder from Real Madrid. Some critics question paying such a large sum of money for a player who was already 30. The 33-year-old performed well for much of his first season, and he played a key role in them winning the Carabao Cup. However, his form fell off badly in the 2023-24 campaign, and while he improved a bit toward the end of last season, he is not the same player he was at Real Madrid.